We found that that people in Australia often felt that they were relatively ignorant of Indonesia. They didn't really know much apart from what they had heard in the media, and often felt that their perceptions had been actually skewed negatively.
Australians still have a lot of misunderstandings and misconceptions towards Indonesians. Indonesia is placed to be one of the top 5 economies by 2050. So economically it's really important, and also Indonesia is our closest neighbour. So geographically it's also really important that we understand Indonesia and have that grassroots kind of understanding as well as the government kind of understanding.
It's intuitive that if we find out more about a particular country and meet people from that country, that we will develop more positive association with that country and its people.
There's a lack of understanding in culture and language, which is really weird because Australia is such a multicultural country. We know for a fact that the language studies, like the Indonesian language studies, are decreasing in universities and also high school.
If we really try to get more children to learn Indonesian, as in to learn the language, I think that would really help. I think learning a language is probably the best way for a country to understand another country.
So AYA tries to inspire, connect and inform. We try to connect youths in the Australia and Indonesia sphere and try to get to know them just on the grassroots level, but also try to form networks with them and professional networks with young professionals so that we can try to develop this understanding in business as well as culturally and socially.
Which is, all about kind of knocking down the barriers and I guess getting people to learn at a casual level, I would say, like not at a educational level. You're only going to learn so much like in school and in a classroom. It's fun to actually put it into practice in some way, even if it's just, for an hour or so a week or however long you want it to be,
In almost all cases, the students at Australian universities have spent at least some time in Indonesia. Some of them had spent a lot of time in Indonesia, and many of them said that, particularly from their high school studies, really it was difficult to, advance and become proficient in Indonesian until they'd spent some time in Indonesia. It highlights the need for lots of exchange opportunities and funding for scholarships and so forth, so that people can have that opportunity to develop their language skills.